Alright, we've got a Victa razorcut push mower, rotary mower. I've just given this one a once over and got it going again, but if you've got the problem of your wheels are moving but the blade is not moving, or the blade is jamming, so there's just a couple of things to check. It seems to be a lot of people have these problems on these. So first off, if your blade is not moving, the first thing we'll check is our cutting bar here at the bottom needs to have some clearance so it's not hitting. This one's adjusted way out, but you should be able to just put a piece of paper in there, and as it spins, cut that paper. That's like the perfect setting. So we've got our bolts here, and we've got this bolt here with a spring on it, so we'll loosen up our bolts on the side here. So that's there's an 11 and a 13 millimeter, so on each side loosen those ones, and then underneath you're going to have to get a little pin or a paper clip or something and clean everything out. And then we've got some Allen key bolts in there, and then you just adjust them back and forth until you get your, so you can so you're not touching this bar, but you're as close as you can get practically, and then it should be able to spin freely. If you've backed this right off and it still doesn't spin freely, you might have a collapsed bearing on either side there. That bearing looks like it can be replaced. There's just a circlip this side, and if you remove both those circlips, you should, I think, be able to slide everything out. It's just pounded in there. So that's that first problem. If your wheel is moving, something like that, but this is backwards, but your blade isn't moving, we've got another little problem we can fix. For this you just need a screwdriver and some circlip pliers. So our hubcap is just held on with 3 little prongs, so we'll just pop that off. We've got our circlip. Take that off, don't let it fly away. Take our spacer out, and then this wheel should just pop off. Slide our wheel off. So that's the mechanism there. We've just got gears in the wheel, and that drives our drive gear here. So that's got a little sort of clutch mechanism in it. So it's very basic. It's just a piece of key steel. You see here. So it's got the angle on there, so when you turn it on the side clockwise, it just folds itself back into the axle, but if you spin it counterclockwise, it grabs that flat piece. You just want to pop that out, and it's probably going to be covered in old grease and schmoo, so clean that up, spray a bit of your lubricant of choice on, and it should be back together. That's what I did with this. It was only working on one wheel, and quite roughly, while you're in there, you can probably spray a bit of grease or the lube into those bearings. Probably won't hurt. And then you just put your wheel back on, put your spacer back in there, and circlip, and then you'll be set to roll. So really a pretty easy fix. The only other issue is a lot of people say these are quite thin and will bend. None of these appear to be bent, as long as you adjust your cutting stop there to be even on both sides, should be all good.